Sometimes, all it takes is one project, one moment to realize that your passion has a place in the world. Dear Professor, please allow me to share this story under the name Yousef. That's not my real name, but it holds the part of me that grew quietly, behind the screen. A part of me that found light during some of the world's darkest times. Yes, I am your student in multimedia. But more than that, I am someone who found comfort in creativity when everything else around me felt uncertain. Like many others, the pandemic changed my life. It closed doors, dimmed dreams, and created a distance between people. Yet somehow, within that stillness, something inside me began to stir. While many felt stuck in silence, I felt pulled towards something. Not loud, but alive. That something was graphic design. It started with simple things, editing photos, experimenting with fonts, watching tutorials late at night. I wasn't formally trained then, just passionate. Design became my language. It allowed me to speak without needing words. I could express emotion, build stories, and create beauty out of chaos, all with a mouse, a screen, and imagination. Then your class came. At first, it felt strange, learning through a screen, trying to connect through virtual boxes. You didn't know our faces, we didn't know yours. And yet, your voice carried purpose. You taught not just with slides, but with sincerity. And even though you couldn't see it, your encouragement reached me. When you invited us to work on real projects, I felt something shift. You weren't just teaching theory, you were handing us opportunities. I still remember the first time you asked me to create the graphics for the website project with Miss Jasmine. I was stunned, excited, nervous, but deeply honored. For the first time, my passion was not just mine anymore, it was part of something bigger. I spent hours refining every detail, every image, every layout, every visual element. It had to mean something. It had to be clean, professional, purposeful. This wasn't just about colors or shapes. This was about contributing. Being seen, not for who I was, but for what I could create. And when the website came to life, when the pieces all came together, I remember sitting back and thinking, I helped build this. I still hadn't met you in person, but I felt like I already knew you because your mentorship, even from afar, gave me a sense of belonging. Then the pandemic began to ease. We returned to school, to life, to interaction. And that's when I finally met you in real life, and it was surreal. Working with the club, attending meetings, sharing ideas face to face, it was different yet familiar. I had grown so used to existing behind the screen, but suddenly, my designs had a voice. My voice. And I saw how you and Ms. Jasmine led with integrity, professionalism, and patience. You didn't just instruct. You inspired. You treated me like a creative professional, not just a student. And for someone like me, who grew up quietly, with little confidence, that meant everything. Professor, here's what I've truly learned. Passion doesn't need applause to be valid. It just needs a place to grow. My background isn't glamorous. I didn't grow up with access to the best tools or high-end devices, but I had one thing, a desire to create. And your class gave that desire a direction. Now, when I open Photoshop or Premiere, I don't just see a blank canvas. I see possibility. I see the opportunity to communicate, to serve, to express something valuable. To other young students out there, especially those whose dreams feel small or who are still creating in silence, don't stop. Even if no one sees your work yet, even if you feel invisible, every edit you make, every design you try, every project you join, it's a step. And one day, someone will notice. Someone will invite you in. And when that day comes, be ready. Because your passion, yes, yours, has a place in the world. I'm still growing, still learning, but I now walk with a quiet confidence that I never had before, because someone believed in my work when I didn't yet believe in myself. Thank you, Professor, for being that person, for seeing past the distance, for letting creativity shine in a time of isolation, and for showing me that my graphics and my voice matter.